as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can start.
Oh, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. The RPO cleared complete to the left. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Hills. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Humphrey. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make... The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Humphrey. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Lobos have taken it inside the 20. from the gun, the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hills. Steps away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense knew exactly where. First down line was, and they stopped him short. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Touchdown, New Mexico! And the pummeling has started. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another... Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California, and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So New Mexico's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give from the gun. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Across the 40 out of... At the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Lobos are on the move. The running back takes his track off right tackle here.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physics.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Knocked down, but not... He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's McKinney. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And there was no... Go just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. So UCLA's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
The quarterback, he gets the ball on every...
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll go to the ground. He just got back. Scrimmage. Running out of the gun and found no room at all.
Man, a really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McKinney. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
And the Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to... They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's McKinney. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on...
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Valdez. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very... productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Buckley. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Lobos will call on their punt team. And the coverage team surround. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Powers through. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Some penalty. A little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Motion from the wide receiver. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got a man. It's McKinney. Knocked off his feet.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you... holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Tackled there by the defense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Well, they really could have used... their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team down there to touch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Lobos want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's McKinney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw again. Finds a man on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. Inside the 35. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Lobos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it. It's McKinney. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On the direct snap, it's McKinney. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Lobo! First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. No real... Moving out of the pocket. Bringing it back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Just a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go way. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Lobos moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a small return. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to scramble. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Trying to take it back. That... really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Buckley.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just keeps slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Lobos are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Lobos with the first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Deep throw off his back foot. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why
sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
There were serious revolutions. Third down pass, but it's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
a lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, there's no other way to spin it.
Wide open spaces. Works his way to the 41, and then to give him...
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got...
Turning it on! And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him... decisions.
The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously, a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
They're dealing with a second and long. pass. It's Russell. Makes the grab. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their...
And toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense picks it up.
Defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy. You know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, as here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To throw, it's Russell. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on a goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to back and leaves it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. Catch inside the 25. And more than move the chains, they'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. It's a running room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the catch, it's Miller. There he goes! Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
From the red zone, it's Miller. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give is to Miller. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Might be changing the route. Give to the running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Russell. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Tide! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They want to finish the... Strong and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
LSU quick to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Are facing 3rd and inches. Pulls and fired complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got the first down and more. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Durham. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Still looking on the move. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking downfield. Got his man all by himself. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Russell. Sets up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Tight end now in motion. With the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off play action. action. And the third down pass is incomplete. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And the first and 10 take over, 1st and 10.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll try the toss to the left. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Alabama! And on the season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires. Through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
Hauls it in the first down and more. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Washington. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The carry going off right tackle here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. The quarterback will keep it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over first and 10.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent.